Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Today we are doing another hero spotlight. Today we are focusing on Ironheart. So one of the, I guess the newest hero, tied with Nova, because they have started coming out at the same time. So we've got Ironheart on the docket today. Ironheart is a really cool hero. She has this like upgrade mechanic that is it's unique and it's very interesting. And so it also kind of dictates what her deck building wants to look like, and so we will kind of be talking about that as we build our decks tonight. The goal, as always, is to get through all 4 games. We're going to be going against Ebony Maw tonight, so breaking him back out. And if we have time, we'll get through all 4. If not, then we'll kind of make a game day decision on where and when we get to. But how's everyone doing? Everyone doing good? I'm going to turn my music down just a little bit. It's loud on my end. So let's talk about Riri. So Ironheart has 3 different versions where she can be upgraded throughout the game. She starts on version 1 and she progressively gets better as you place these progress counters on her. And so once you get 6, you can remove those to ready her up. Hey, Maddie. Last time on Marvel Champions, exactly. Yep. And she gets better as she levels up. So the first kind of level upgrade, she gets 1 more thwart, she gains the aerial trait, and then her hand size goes up to 5 versus 4. And then on the 3rd, she gets 1 more thwart again, so she's up to 3 thwart, which is insane. That's pretty crazy. And then her hand size is at 6, and then any of her progress counters, because she doesn't level up past level 3, they can be dealt, or they can be spent to deal 2 damage to an enemy. So really good, like, interesting stuff there. And then also her alter ego also gets a little bit different. So this is spend a mental resource to place 1 progress token, spend a mental resource or 2 resources of any type to place 1, and then spend 1 resource of any type once you are in that final stage. So it's a little bit easier to place those mental resources, but we're starting off on level 1. Because of this, she has cards in her kit, which we'll just see as they come up. I'm not going to go through her entire kit. We'll do a little bit more of that on the recap video, but also she does take a little bit longer to build than Nova, and so I want to give us enough time to make sure that we're able to get through as many games as possible tonight. But the majority of her counters are going to be added in alter ego form. So that means that she wants to be flipping a lot. That means that she wants to be able to handle thwart fairly efficiently. Longer to build up than Nova, but shorter to build up than Iron Man. I challenge that. I challenge that. I think it depends. I have an Iron Man deck, which I'm playing a week from today, that last time I played it, I've only played it 1 time. I tweaked a little bit, but I was fully built in 2 turns. So I think we'll see. I think depending on the card draw and depending on what you can do, Ironheart or Iron Man can build very quickly. It's just you have to be kind of creative with it. But Iron Man has become one of my favorite heroes. Just playing him, not necessarily on stream. I don't think I've ever actually played him on stream, but he's been moving up the ranks because he's a lot of fun, especially as more tech cards start to come out. Okay, so we're gonna start out with aggression today, just to kind of get the ball rolling. I think I'm least excited for her in aggression, so that's where we will start, and then we will move on to wherever we want to be after that. So Riri is a genius and she is a champion, and so there's going to be a lot of cards that get to play off of those traits, and so there will be a few staples in her deck, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, but there are a couple of basic cards that we will be putting in her deck every single time. So the first one is going to be, or I guess we'll get our resources. So strength, energy, genius. So the first thing that we're going to put in is Moon Girl. So Riri likes the mental resources. That's what's going to help her build very quickly based off of her child prodigy ability here. And so Moon Girl also does play off of mental resources, allowing us to draw the cards that we need, that mainly her mother, I think it's her mother, Ronnie Williams, which is an alter ego action, and we get to place progress counters. Since we want to be in alter ego, this just helps us build very, very quickly. So we'll take a Moon Girl. That will be a card that is in pretty much every single one of our decks tonight. The other card is the one that I forgot about in our Nova stream, Champions Mobile Bunker, where this card is really good for Nova, but it's almost essential for Riri, because it's exhaust the Champion's Mobile Bunker and then choose an identity with the Champion's trait. That player may draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. Again, just milling your deck for the cards that you need in order to get those counters on her so she can level up. So those are 2. And the last one is a new card that we've got, which is Ingenuity, which we actually have here. So Ingenuity is a new resource generator for us, so play only if your identity has the genius trait, max 1 per player, and then we can exhaust this to generate a mental resource, 2 cost upgrade. So really like that there. That's going to help us build. Again, she is a genius, so we'll use that fairly frequently, and because we're flipping pretty often, we will probably be able to play this even though she does not have that genius trait in hero form. So right there, that's taking up 6 of our 25 slots. Again, I do subscribe to trying to keep that deck as small as possible, but for most heroes and for Riri, I do subscribe to that. So now, the other thing that we will probably be putting in all of our decks is crew quarters, because we will be in alter ego a lot. So crew quarters is exhausting it to heal 1 damage from your alter ego. So because we'll be flipping over fairly frequently, that's going to give us a free 2 heal. So many cards. Yeah, sorry. There's a lot. Nowhere near Lord of the Rings yet, or Arkham for that matter. There's a lot of Arkham. A lot of Arkham cards, but there are a lot of cards here. So how are you doing tonight? Yeah, you having a good? It's still the weekend for me, but I don't know if probably not up in Canada, but okay. So let's look at our aggression cards. So one thing that we will definitely be playing is honestly, this collection is more extensive than my Arkham collection, and Arkham is my main game. Yeah, nice. So each of the aspects has a card or 2 that it's going good. Hope y'all had a good long weekend if applicable. I did. It was amazing. We had my parents came up last week to see the new house. They had never seen it before, and I smoked a pork shoulder, and so that went in a little bit before midnight on Saturday night and pulled it out around 6 o'clock on Sunday. So it was in there it pulled it out around 5 o'clock on Sunday. So it was about a 17-hour smoke, and so it was really good. It was really, really good. So that was the highlight of the weekend. But yeah, so the flipping cards, we've got surprise attack and aggression, because it's going to, after you change form, deal 3 damage to an enemy or 4 damage if you paid for this card using a physical resource. We have a lot of mental resources, and I do want to build the deck around mental resources. However, 1 for 3 is still not bad at all. So we're gonna at least grab 2 of those. Slow roasted. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay, so surprise attack. So what do we got now? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let's just go. Let's thumb through here and see what mental resources we got. We got Chase Them Down, which is needed for this deck. I actually may be running 3 Chase Them Downs in there. It's the mental resource, and it's the after your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. And so we really need to be adding things in here that helps with that threat. And so Chase Them Down is going to be a really good card for us. So we got 2. We'll keep it with 2 right now, but we'll bring a 3rd one out just in case. We'll see where our deck ends up. We've got Plan of Attack. Search top 4 cards, 7 cards for an attack event and add it to your hand. I like it. We're gonna definitely use that because we've got some cool attack events in here that help us put progress tokens on ourselves. So we'll take 2 Plan of Attacks. We may want pitch back. It's a pretty good card. Where are my Plan of Attacks? There they are. Okay, so Plan of Attack, Audacity. I don't know if I want Audacity in here because it's a hero resource. You mean you'll take 2 plans of attack? Yeah. Brute Force. Do not like that card. Normally, I don't like that card normally. Press the advantage. Deal 2 damage to a enemy. If that enemy is stunned or confused, draw 1 card. I like it, but I don't know how much access to stun or confuse we're gonna have. We don't have any in our kit. We got toe to toe. Choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you. Deal 5 damage to the enemy. It's risky. Not my favorite. Assault Training. Assault Training could work. I think we're gonna do that because that's the mental, and then because we want to be flipping down fairly frequently, Assault Training is gonna be one. And then what we'll do is we'll pull all of these out, and what we like, or if we like them, we'll keep them in, or if we're over 25, then we'll start cutting. Fusillade, Hall of Heroes, no. Follow Through, no. Not the build we're going for. In-Betweener, hate those cards. No Quarters, interesting, but I also think it's not necessarily the build that we're going for. Melee could be interesting, but still, not a huge fan. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Hone Technique is interesting here, actually, because Hone Technique builds off of the mental resources as well. Hone Technique may be something that we look at adding. Huh. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So let's look at heroes. I'm gonna bring out Hone Technique. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Let's look at our allies. I said heroes. So we got Brawn is meant, or science, blue, whatever it is. Tigra, Wasp, but we don't want Wasp because she needs energy resources. Angela, that'd be kind of interesting. Let's take a look at our basics as well. Nick, okay, yeah, we'll definitely run a Nick then. War Machine, Ironheart, can't run Ironheart. Cosmo Hemdall. Ghost Spider. Vivian, but not really. Nothing's really jumping out to me. Meditation is interesting. We don't have a lot of high cost cards. right now, so I think we're gonna hold off on meditation. Crew quarters is mental, which is great. Go for champions. We'll take a go for champions. So go for champions is play only if your identity has champion trait, and then each champion character in play cannot take damage until the end of the round. So really cool. Could save us, and we will be getting up. Ideally, we want to get up to at least level 2, probably level 3. We'll probably be able to pay for this fairly easily with our 6 hand size. Because Nick in so many decks, we probably have to call him Saint Nick at some point. Yeah, Saint Nick. He is just so very good. He's hard to not put in a deck. We got Adventurer's Mansion. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We do need allies at some point. 18. I'm gonna throw an Avengers Mansion in there. Yeah. We will go Angela. And let's look at our minions. So we will definitely go with the Locust. So I like the Locust a lot. So after the Locust enters play, add one aggression event from your discard pile into your hand. And so that's going to be plan of attack, chase them down, surprise attack. We may need some more damage actually, but Locust is good. I like having him around. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21. We'll probably throw the Hulk in there just as a blocker. It's 22. Let's look at our cost curve. So we got 1, 2, 3. We've only got 3 cards that are under 3, and I don't have a lot of good uses for Hone Technique right now because those are only aggression attacks. And so if we want to, we can look at like melees, but I don't know. Honestly, we're sitting at 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're actually we're in power of all of us territory because we got some cards there for that. I'm gonna probably throw Pitchback in there. So this is after your hero attacks, deal 4 damage to an enemy, and she does gain aerial at stage 2, and so that'll be nice. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23. Let's see if we can find a couple more basic allies to add in. Snowguard. Let's try Snowguard. I think Snowguard's interesting. So Snowguard is a 0/0/3 4-cost ally, and she says that when she enters play, you place up to 3 shift counters, and then basically based on how many you choose, she gets a special ability. Am I not focusing? There we go. So +3 attack, and her attack's game overkill. She has 1 +3 thwart, and she gains the aerial trait. And or if you place 3, it's +5 hit points, and she gains retaliate 1. So definitely like that idea. Then we'll run a power. And all of us probably run 2. Anything that I seem to be missing? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6. Oh, we are 1 over. What are we looking at? Probably don't need Angela. Well, Angela can go get the minions that we can kill with our photon beams, which would be nice. Let's see if there's a card that we want to cut. What are our allies? We got Hulk, Locust, Nick, Angela, Snowguard, Moon Girl, and Brawn. So, I mean, that's 7. We'll probably, let's cut out Hulk. We don't need Hulk. So that's going to be our 25. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Okay. So we're playing against Ebony Maw. We will be switching up the modular encounter sets. Ebony Maw does require 2 encounter sets, or modular sets, I should be saying. So let's go ahead and set this up where we're going to be. So boom, right there. We are not going to be running this chase them down, so we will figure that out later. Okay, so aggression, we want something with some minions in it. I'm feeling... Let's try the new, let's try the Armadillo set. So it's all, he can have toughness and he can have as many tough status cards. So let's try him. We'll do him, we'll pick one and then we'll do a random for each one of these videos. How about that? So I'm just gonna scan. No, not that one. Oh, Streets of Mayhem. Okay, so that'll be kind of interesting. So we got Armadillo and Streets of Mayhem. Standard. Starting with 14 health. I start with 10. We've got... There. I thought the deck felt a little small. You choose Hulk Killadallo. Armadillo, Hulkadallo. Alrighty, sweet. You know what? I tormented D20 a lot with the word ban, so I ought to even try it out using here. I'm not allowed to say the P word. I can't say the P word. That's oh no. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I do have a beer up here, so I can punish myself if need be. No counter word. Okay, so Ebony Maw, if you have not seen him or you have not seen him in a while, his whole spiel is that he gets these spell cards that are kind of delayed bad effects. So whenever a spell card comes out, it will basically say put X amount of counters, and then whenever Ebony Maw, look, you're playing an awesome champion, gotta nerf you somehow. That's fair, that's fair. Whenever Ebony Maw then activates, okay, I'm trying to figure out if there's a glare on it or the screen is just a little bit off. Whenever Ebony Maw activates against you, you take one counter off every single spell in your play area, so you can kind of discern or plan for when things are going to happen. The last time I played Ebony Maw was with Star-Lord on these Hero Spotlight videos, was with Star-Lord, and that was not great because Ebony Maw has a lot of surge, and Star-Lord likes to get a lot of encounter cards, and those do not mix well together. Alrighty, so Riri, we've got 6 cards. We have a mulligan. So let's see what we got. We got Plan of Attack. I like that. Actually, sorry, we have to do all of this. So there's no setup. When revealed, each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded and puts it into play, shuffling encounter discard pile into their deck. So we've got Manipulation. There we go. So Enters play with 2 invocation counters on it. So after 2 activations, this will trigger. And after when it's triggered, discard 1 card at random from your hand, and then it confuses us. So that's a bummer, especially because we are playing in aggression. Okay, so we have a power on all of us with Snow Guard, so I like seeing that. We don't need Pitchback because we don't have Aerial yet. Assault Training could be interesting. I think I'm going to toss it, just get it out of here. I don't think I need it right now. Plan of Attack I'm going to hold on to, if nothing else, but for the mental resource, just to see if we need it. And then Photon Beam, it gives us enhancement counters instead of the other more technical term. So it deals 4 damage to an enemy, and then you place 1 enhancement counter on Ironheart, or 2 enhancement counters if that attack defeats this enemy. And so we actually may hold on to that, because no, we're not. We're gonna mulligan hearts, find some other things that help us with some progress. Ah, dang it. This is the first game. Yes, it is. We just built our deck. We're running aggression first. And I'm not allowed to say the type of counters that they are. Okay, so into a Genius, so I like that. We got Avengers Mansion, which I think I like that more than Snow Guard. And New and Improved. Okay. So here we go. So we are going to Genius Power in all of us to play Avengers Mansion. We will go ahead and exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a Plan of Attack. We will use a Plan of Attack. We're going to toss this for 1 progress counter. Ah, dang it. I am going to be so bad at this. I'm so bad at that. My mind's just already gone. Okay, so for one counter there, so we got 1. And this has 1 on it. New and Improved is interesting, and so choose X different options where X is equal to, or but I can't pay for it. I don't know why I'm even looking at that. So I will Plan of Attack to search the top 7. So Photon Beam, Moon Girl, Flyover, Strength, Tony Stark AIs 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only got 1 attack event, so we will go ahead and take that. And we get the shuffle. I love how this word band isn't. Shh. I can't read it. I'm not allowed to read it. Okay. So we'll flip up. We'll toss a Snow Guard, New and Improved, for a Photon Beam to deal 4 damage to Ebony Maw. And then place 1 counter on Ironheart. What type of counter that is, I will let you all figure that out. We will go ahead and just take this 1 off of the main. Okay, so that will be my turn. We will ready and draw. And hey, there's the Mobile Bunker. Photon Blasters. Go for Champions. Pitch back. So 2, 4. And we only have 4 hand size, so that's hard. That is really hard. Need to level up here soon. Good save. Thought for sure. I'm just blindly read it. So okay, so we've got 1 going here on the main scheme. Ebony Maw is going to attack us for 1. We'll just take it right to the face. 1, 2, 3. So that takes us down there. And then this gets removed first. That does come in. to affect there. I don't know how even the prototype Ironheart has a normal stat line besides the hand size. Shouldn't it be weaker? I don't know. I do kind of agree with that. I think it would be... Yeah. I mean, like, this is Ghost Spider stat line. So she seems pretty strong. So got one card. So we got Pacification. So this is Surge. Comes in with 3 counters on it. And it surges into Armadillo. Well, that's not good. So Toughness can have any number of tough status cards. And after Armadillo activate against you, give him a tough status card. So that's a bummer. That's a bummer. That's what we call a bummer. Oops. Okay, so... So let's Avengers Mansion to draw a card, which is an energy, which is interesting. So we'll toss an energy for a Champion's Mobile Bunker, which we will immediately exhaust to draw 2 cards. There's Ingenuity. And we'll have to discard 2 cards. I don't know if we're going to discard, go for Champions and pitch back because we are not going to have Aerial this turn. Okay, yep. So we will... This is going to get nasty real quick. Armadillo. I like it. It's just tough. Ebony Maw scheming for 2, 3, 4. We're probably moving on Attack of Nowhere anyways. So instead we will... Got 2. I think we just have to go face. And we will flip down, put an Ingenuity there. We will spend, we will exhaust to place 1 counter onto Ironheart. Okay, so we will ready up. Yeah, ready up. We'll draw 6. We got new and improved Brawn, Angela. Surprise attack, fly over, okay, and chase them down. So we're going to start by placing 2 here, and then Ebony Maw will scheme for 2 plus 0. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that goes to 4, and then Armadillo will scheme. Actually, this comes off. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Got 6. We've got dice today. 4. Angela. This comes off. And I am confused. Then Armadillo is going to scheme for 1, and then he gets one of these awesome tough cards. That's going to be bad. That's going to be really bad. And my bad card is Tough and Tumble. Alter Ego, each enemy with a tough status card schemes. Oh no, that does push us over. Okay, so this will take us up to 6 here. And we'll move on to the Power Stone. Shuffle the encounter deck discard pile into the encounter deck. Each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded and puts it into play in their play area. He can get as many tough. So Armadillo's whole thing is that he can have any number of tough status cards, and after he activates against me, give him a tough status card. So we will see. So discard cards until we get a spell. pacification again. So that comes with 3. Okay. So on my turn, we will Avengers Mansion to draw a card. We will Ingenuity to get another progress counter. It comes in with 1, which is really good actually. So okay. Okay, so we will flip up and Champion's Maw will bunker. So we'll draw 2. We got a power in all of us and a surprise attack. We'll toss 2 surprise attacks. We don't need those right now. I guess we don't need the power in all of us either, but we will go ahead and knock this confused off. And then we are going to toss a chase them down and a power in all of us to play fly over. Remove 3 threat from a scheme and place 1 progress counter on Ironheart, or 2 if it removes the last one. Hey, just picked up Ironheart and looking forward to playing a leadership or aggression build soon. I think that leadership is going to be one of her best aspects. I think she's going to be really strong in that. Aggression, I think, is going to be the one that she struggles the most in, maybe tied with protection. So, but she's really cool. She's really, really cool. So fly over knocks this one off, which allows us to get 2 progress tokens. We will then spend 6 progress tokens to level up. So we get our level 2 Ironheart, and we get to ready her. Definitely should have played a chase them down, or not a chase them down, a don't let Jay Walton here say protection will be a struggle. He loved his protection build. The only reason that I think that is because of how often she wants to be in alter ego, whereas protection you typically want to stay in hero form to mitigate the threat going on that main scheme. But so we will we're gonna hit Ebony Maw for 2. And then we will we're gonna hold on to new and improved. So moving on, we will ready. Draw Assault Training, Stroke of Genius, there we go. Ronnie, and the Locust. We now have 5 hand size, which is good. Alrighty, sweet. Someone pointed out online that Go for Champions makes cards like Toe to Toe and Bait and Switch and Night. Ooh, huge. That's a really good point. That is a really, really good point. I like that a lot. So, yeah, that's really good. That's really, really good. That's true. Yeah, you can Ever Vigilant in version 2. That's nice. Yeah. Okay, okay. So we got 1 here. These are going to go down. Ebony Maw is going to attack for 1. I will just go ahead and take it. 1, 3. And then Armadillo is going to hit me for 2. So I am already down to 2 health, and he gets a tough status card. Is Ironheart some kind of Iron Man variant? I guess it's all good with technology and stuff, moving ahead in the name of progress. So the oh, I hate all of you. Good one. Good one. Nice. Nice. We need a monthly challenge just to see how many tough status cards you can stick on Armadillo. I like it. I like that a lot. That's fun. We have to figure out. Yeah, there's something around there. That'd be fun. Okay. Got an encounter card, caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support I control. Oh, gross. We're gonna Champion's Mobile Bunker. Okay, so we are going to Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Just a photon beam. Interesting. Okay, so villain has... Okay, sweet. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack Ebony Maw for 2. Bring him down. And then we will toss an Assault Training and a Stroke of Genius to play Photon Beam. So deal 4 damage to an enemy and place 1 counter on Ironheart. And then if it defeats an enemy, 2. So that's going to push Ebony Maw into stage 2. So he comes in with 18 hit points. And each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a spell card. There's a fireball. Oh. Hopefully this game is not going to be 4 more turns. Okay. And so Photon being placed 2, Stroke of Genius will place 1, and then I get to draw a card because I use Stroke of Genius, which is Moon Girl, which is interesting. You look thirsty, just watching out for you. Yeah, no, I was. Sometimes I forget to drink, so. So I'm trying to figure out if getting Ronnie on the table is better or if I can throw Moon Girl out there. I'm flipping down, and so make a little bit more room. I think I have to flip down. I mean, I have 2 health. The other option would be new and improved, or we can just go with these 3 for Moon Girl. We'll have an Ingenuity. I guess we could overpay for Moon Girl, but that doesn't get us Ronnie on the table. That would draw us 3 cards. How many cards do we have left? 2, 4, 6, 7. So I don't want an encounter card at this point. That seems really bad. I don't know. Getting to level 3 fast could help you pick off those toughs. That is true. That is really, really true. Hey, Blunderbud, how you doing? Yeah, so in that case, okay. Yeah, so in that case, let's go ahead and flip down, and we will toss a new and improved for a Ronnie Williams. We're going to place 1 progress counter. Oh, dang it. 1 counter there. And we will Ingenuity, toss before I flip down. We're going to play the Locust, Ingenuity, play, and then we're going to go get a aggression event, which is going to be chase them down, and then we will toss chase them down for a 5th progress counter. Again. Where's Piercing Strike when you need him, right? Ronnie Wilson sounds like a British comedy show. Then the Locust is going to sit here and just, we'll take a, I think I may try and just leave Armadillo out there and let him kind of do. Taskmaster is an actual British comic. Really, no kidding. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna hit Ebony Maw. Okay, so we will ready. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Okay, we'll place 1 here. Ebony Maw. We're gonna take this. So after the last counter is removed, discard it. Each upgrade you control gets exhausted, which is just Ingenuity. And I am stunned. And scheming for 2 plus 2 is 4. So we're up to 6. And then Armadillo will scheme for 1. And our bad card is Tough and Tumble. Each enemy with a tough status card schemes. So we're up to 8 out of 9. That's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. Okay, so we're gonna toss a Strength, a Stroke of Genius, and a Sector Scan to play Nicholas Fury, Saint Nick. I played Stroke of Genius, so I get to draw a card and give a counter. Then I'm going to use the Forced Response to draw 3 cards with Nick. And now welcome your host of Taskmaster, Ronnie Wilson. We will draw 3, so we got Stroke of Genius, excellent, new and improved, and a Photon Beam. Okay, we will Avengers Mansion. Another Photon Beam, interesting. Okay. Thinking, math is hard. We'll spin Stroke of Genius to place a counter onto Riri and draw a card, which is Angela. I don't think I really want Angela right now. So we will need to pay for 2 of these somehow. Propulsion Jets is going to be nice. Probably want to get that out over Tony Stark's AI. I don't think I have enough time to place Tony Stark's AI. Do that. So we are going to heal for 3 and exhaust Ronnie to get a counter. Okay, we will flip up and we will remove 6 counters to ready, give her tough status card, and swap her with version 3. Now we got version 3 Ironheart. So as a hero action, we can remove 1 progress counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy. And so we've got 17 hit points on Ebony Maw at this point. So we do have a stunned card. I got 4, 8, 10, 11. So we can't quite kill him this time. So we need to figure that out. Oh wait. Yeah, wait, 4, 6. Wait, actually, hold on. Check this out. So this is 2, 4. Is this Ping Ping? Thwart first, then upgrades to ready. I was already exhausted because I healed. What do you use the stroke to pay for? To get a mental resource. So I used the ability. I spent a mental resource to place 1 progress counter on her. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7 plus 8. No, just still not quite there. Could go Angela. I'm trying to figure out if this works. Photon beam. Photon beam. Oh, and that gives me progress counters. So yeah, we've got it. We've got it. So we will go ahead and attack to knock off the stunned. Then we will remove these 2 to deal 4 damage to Ebony Maw. So that's taking him down to 13. We will toss a Crew Quarter and a Tony Stark AI for a Photon Beam, which deals 4 damage to an enemy. Taking him down to 9, giving me a counter. I think I said it, so I'm going to go ahead and... then... So he's down to 9. Then we will... go these 2 for another Photon Beam, so we get a counter, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, so he's down to 5. Nick's got him for 2, and then here's 4 more, so that's 6. There you go, that's game. Wow, okay, so yeah, once you get to stage 3, just using those counters to knock off 2 damage, or like this tough, like that would have been really easy to knock out Armadillo, but fortunately we were ready to go ahead and take out Ebony Maw. But it is a lot easier to upgrade than I thought it was going to be. You were losing this game until you weren't. Yeah, it went from like, oh no, what is happening? I have way too many, threats on the table, and then into, oh, I just, I can do 17 damage in a turn. So she's really cool. That was aggression. Let's go ahead and continue on, keep moving along. What aspect do we want to see next? Go ahead and throw that in the chat. I'm gonna go to the be right back screen. I'll start cleaning up, but put that in there so we can get an idea of what we want to see.